everybody, the Chang here with a multi-product installation and review video. Before we get into that, please help us out with that algorithm. Give us a thumbs up and click that subscribe button. And here we go. So I have the ADE model RD3-021c PRO. It is a green dot that is typically mounted on handguns. Their product manual even says that nothing greater than a 9mm. So maybe 22 cal or a 9mm. But typically this, as you can see by the shape, is a handgun optic. I am actually going to mount this on a Kel-Tec sub 2K Gen 3 in 5.7. So recoil impulse wise should be lower than a 9mm. So we're going to mount that. But that, of course, and I'll bring that out in another video. We'll do the actual installation. Actually, you know what? I'll probably put it in this video. We'll bring it out a little bit later. But first, we got to actually get it onto a mount to go on Picatinny, because this is a handgun optic. So Trijicon sells a RMRsc lower 1/3 co-witness mount here that will allow me to mount this, which is an RMRsc footprint, onto the Picatinny Rail of the Kel-Tec. So let's go ahead and get these out of the packaging and get started. All right, so for the red dot, or green dot as it were, open this clamshell packaging. Everything's nice and compact. Got our cleaning cloth right here. We've got some extra mounting screws. You can see that. We've got a sealing plate if we need it. And the sight's actually screwed in to the packaging here. So there is an included Allen key. Go ahead and get that out here. Comes with a Allen key for adjustments. Let's go ahead and get this unscrewed. So screws do have a little bit of Loctite on it. Don't know if you guys can see that. There is a little bit of Loctite there. Stick that on the magnet. Right. So when it ships from the factory, I've tried to install this on a couple of different things already. When it ships from the factory, it does not have a battery in it. The battery is actually located right there. So it's a top load battery, which is kind of nice. If you all can see that right there. And I believe this Allen key, which is used for adjustments, also is used for removing the battery cap. So the battery doesn't come pre-installed. You will need to install that. And as you can see down here, probably a good idea to use the sealing gasket there when I finally install this. So let's go ahead and get the mount open. So I just took this out of the packaging that it shipped in. Let's kind of move all this stuff out of the way. All right, put this back on here. All right, I bought this off of eBay, but it is a Trijicon factory part, and comes with a cool sticker and all that. So this is the mount. Ow. So I guess you would push this in, mount it onto the rail, and then start tightening down here. So righty-tighty, lefty-loosey here. So it looks like it should somehow mount up here. It looks like that fits, so we always dry fit our optics first. So, looking good here. Trimmer, sorry. I'm probably going to use these screws here. Screws that came with. They should probably reach to the right depth. You can see that there. So let me go ahead and get to my tools and I'll be right back. All right, so they included an Allen key. Right? And that seemed to fit. But then I started futzing around with my bit set here and couldn't find an Allen that would work. So I took another one of these, saw this bag laying over here, and these are not Allens, these are Torx, and I believe it's a T8. So I've already taken the time to degrease that. I'm going to put this little rubber gasket down, and then that should fit right over top, and I should be able to go ahead and just turn that on. I'll get this second one in here. I guess you get what you pay for here. The ADE optics are not on the high end, but let's just say that they are more budget friendly. And the owner's manual is kind of useless. It does give you some direction on the type of battery, but it doesn't give you any torque specs for up here. So I did a little research online and not seeing anything real specific, but seems that folks are doing 15 inch-pounds. So we're going to break out the trusty fix-it sticks here, and we're going to go ahead and torque these down to 15 inch-pounds there. So that's still tightening down. All right, let me do this. Let me actually get these screwed down before I actually start to torque. Probably be a good idea. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get the torque wrench to go to 15. Well, looks like that's 15. Yeah, looks like that's 15 as well. All right, so we've got this installed onto the mount, and the next step would be to go ahead and get this onto the rifle. So let's go ahead and I thought I saw the green dots there. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's that ghostly image right there. But let me go ahead and get the rifle, and then we'll get this installed. All right, so here's the host. This is a Keltec Sub 2K in 5.7. I will do a review video on that. It's going to put a card up there for that. So, cool feature about the new Sub 2Ks is that the fore end rotates as you're bringing it back around. So, you can put red dots on it and stuff now. This would, like this, fit into a briefcase, but once I add the red dot, you'll notice that it's going to be sticking up a little bit. I don't want to say high profile, but it'll stick up. So definitely fit in a backpack, but maybe not in a briefcase anymore. So let me get this unlatched so we can have a little bit of room. So I'm going to mount this right around here. Right, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to get this tightened down as tight as possible. So get that rotated, get a little more leverage on this. All right, And it's 5.7, so there shouldn't be that much recoil on it. All right, so that should be good. So we'll get this out to the range. So this is what it looks like, mounted on the forend. We'll get this out to the range, and we'll see how it holds up. We'll be right back. All right, so you see we're here at the range. I apologize for the blurriness on the sight in this video clip. The camera wouldn't focus on the sight, kept focusing on the back wall there. So as you can see, there's not much recoil on the 5.7, and the sight handled it very well. The mount definitely handled it very well as well. That's a high quality mount from Trijicon. That ADE sight is the RMRsc footprint, I believe. It's the miniature version of the RMR footprint. So Trijicon makes a mount for this. So if you are doing this, make sure you're not getting the regular RMR to Picatinny mount. Held up pretty well. I shot about 100 rounds of 5.7. I'm not really made of money, and it's still going strong. So there you go. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button to help us out with the algorithm, and click that bell notification icon off to the right so you can be notified of any new content that we might post. Thank you so much for your time. Stay safe, and we'll see you out on the range.